So then what would you say was the hardest part of having cancer, and how did you kind of overcome that?
The hardest part for me was kind of the recovery, the survivorship, and just being a young adult going through cancer was difficult. I think we have a whole host of problems or concerns that pediatrics and older, cancer patients don't necessarily have to go through. Like pediatrics, you got your parents there, they're taking care of you. Great. Older, maybe you're married, you got health insurance, you got a job, you got a partner, things might be a little bit settled. But as a young adult, I was 35 years old, I survived this thing, and now all of a sudden, I got to live the rest of my life. Who's going to want to date me? Can I have kids? Am I going to lose my job? I have bad health insurance. I'm different than all my friends. Like I press pause button on my life when all my other friends were just starting there, like kids, jobs, marriage, like adventures. Not for me at that time. So those host of like psychosocial issues that go through your mind as a young adult going through cancer was just debilitating for me. And the anxiety and the fear of relapse for me just was overwhelming and totally consumed my life. And
Mm,
it was really difficult for me to come back from cancer.
yeah. So then how do you kind of combat those challenges?
Earth. I talked to a shrink a lot. I leaned on the community around me and other cancer survivors who had been through a similar situation. I started talking with them and going to focus groups and doing all these incredible programs like First Descent, which is an outdoor adventure camp for young adult cancer survivors, Epic Experience, Stupid Cancer, Twist Out Cancer. All these things really made me feel like not alone. And when you go through cancer, it's a really lonely feeling. I was never surrounded by so many people that love me more than anything in the world, but I felt so alone at that time. And I've learned that like nothing creates comfort and confidence more than knowing you're not alone when facing a life challenge. So I encourage anyone out there who is feeling sad or lonely or depressed or anything, like look to reach out to other people and connect with them. And if you gotta, call up someone or go to a shrink, or there's organizations like Immerman Angels out there, which is like one-to-one peer-to-peer cancer support. That was a game changer for me.